Hey guys, welcome back to Rossoneri TV. Gio here with Adamo for the pre-match hangout. Of course, AC Milan-Parma, just a few minutes till kickoff at the San Siro. And one of those nights that Milan is expected to get the 3 points, of course, which will count for the standings, which are very much needed with many teams dropping points today. This is a big occasion for Milan to jump some places in the standings against a very poor Parma side, which only picked up 3 wins all season. Really no excuses for Milan or Inzaghi today against Parma at the San Siro. They will be going with a new formation, formation that will be the first time really in this season that Inzaghi will play with. It's the 4-4-2. I'll read to you now the starting lineup. Starting in net, Diego Lopez. As the right back, Christian Zaccardo. In the center backs, Alex and Rami. Left back, of course, Bocchetti is debut in the Milan shirt. For the midfield, Onda as the right mid, Van Ginkel and Poli in the middle, Cherchi on the left, and up front, Jeremy Menez and new arrival, Mattia Destro getting his debut as well. Now, Adamo, that looks like a very good lineup for Milan, especially in the midfield. You got the qualities of Cherchi and Onda on the sides, Poli, which has a very good work ethic, and Van Ginkel, that is very young and could have his good performances. And up front, of course, Menez and Destro, two real goal-scoring attributes there for Milan, which hopefully they fully deploy today. What do you make of this lineup? Do you think it's good enough for Milan to win this match altogether?
Definitely should be. It's a very solid lineup when you look at it. Obviously, on paper, Milan have a very, very good team. Arguably, you could say our team can make third place. With all the distractions at Milan and all the drama going on, it's hard for players to really perform. And in fact, they underperform. Hence why a lot of players come here and they underperform. But I do still think it's a solid lineup, and I do still think that Milan will be able to beat Parma with this lineup because it is, again, like I said, a very, very solid lineup with some new arrivals in, as you mentioned, Bocchetti and Destro. So I do think we'll be able to win, especially with I like the fact that Cherchi being on the left side. I do think he will be crucial in this lineup if we do play him on the left side because as we see that Milan do lack the supporting ethic, and he really brings that with his left foot on the left side, as they say numerous times, obviously. So I do think this is a solid lineup, and I do think we should be able to beat Parma.
Yeah, Inzaghi was actually thinking of sticking with the 4-3-3 there, and Cherchi was getting a bit mad that Inzaghi wasn't planning to include him. So, of course, he switched to the 4-4-2, which I think is going to be a good formation. I'm very excited to see what this formation could bring to us in terms of results, performance, and, of course, use of our players, because that is very important to see how our players, of course, could adapt to this formation rather than 4-3-3. Because if this works well, this could very well be the formation until the end of the season. But we will have to see, of course, what we are capable of before making any judgments. Now, Adam, of course, Parma's situation is not any better. Cassano has decided to leave the team, of course. He hadn't been paid his salary for, what, 4 months or something. So, of course, Cassano is leaving the team, and there are some players, however, that came in, such as Varela, Rodriguez, Nocerino, of course, one of our old players, which will be returning to the San Siro today and starting for Parma. So not a very good situation for Parma, of course. And as I mentioned at the beginning, 3 wins only for them this season. What do you make of the prediction, Adamo? Of course, as I said, should be an easy win, but you never know with Milan. What do you think the scoreline will be at the end of the match?
As you said, it should be an easy win. But again, as you said, usually isn't with Milan. Parma are in a crisis. Obviously, it's not paying their players. All the players kind of, regiming together, and they're thinking of doing somewhat of a strike. Milan obviously has their own crisis going on with all the drama and the distractions. But I do think we'll pick up the win. I'm going to go with a 3-1, considering all the hype going into this match. All the new signings will be more energetic, a new formation. So I do think there'll be a lot more enthusiasm today. I think that'll give us a 3-1 win.
I think Milan's going to come full out today and, of course, play with Grinta. They know they need a result. I think, as Adamo mentioned, the new player arrivals will somehow affect this Milan side in terms of mentality, Grinta, and so forth. So let's see what happens. We're all hoping for a win, of course, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to Rossoneri TV, as we will have the match review and fan reactions after the match on our channel. So, of course, guys, enjoy the match. And as usual, Forza Milan, let's win this match.